The Niners will pick up Mike McGlinchey's fifth-year option thanks to Vish and me, our reporting. What do you think of that, Vish?
It's an honor to join you on this.
The question wouldn't have been asked if it wasn't for you, so what do you think, man? The world would not know this information if it wasn't for you. You were pulling the strings.
So I expected them to do this, but I'm a little disappointed because what I was hoping they would manage to do, and now this is just me looking as a Niners fan and from a Niners perspective and not looking at Mike McGlinchey's perspective because he probably doesn't agree to this. But what I was hoping for them to do was to not take his fifth-year option, which I think gives him about $10 million guaranteed or $12 million guaranteed. It's a little hefty, and just extend him on the spot for about $7 to $8 million annually. And that's what I was hoping that they would do. I mean, that's like me playing franchise mode in Madden because I think that's the best thing you can do, especially because clearly the Niners still have a ton of belief in him, but he did have a rather disappointing season, especially according to you. You've harped on that quite a bit, but
sorry, Mike.
Yeah, but the point is that I just think that ultimately, I just think ultimately they had to pick up his fifth-year option. They can't have a question mark at right tackle and quarterback, two important positions. I think they still like him a lot. They still believe in him. I would assume they put a lot of what happened to him last year on situations that were away from him, like the revolving door at the center position and the revolving door at the quarterback position. Whether that's the most prudent thing, we will see. It'll bear out over the next 2 years. But yeah, that's just kind of my take on it.
It just seems like paying him $10 million for a season is rich. I mean, even if he bounces back. But if he's worth a second-round pick, then he's an asset, and you can trade him down the line. I get it. And I appreciated John Lynch answering my question and giving me a little shout-out at the end. Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
I think he was relieved that you asked a non-quarterback question. I really do.
I don't think it's fair that they're getting scrutinized and crushed before they've even made the pick.
No, it's you can not. I'm with
Thursday
you.
night, go for it, man. Get them. But like now, I mean, come on. Man.
You know what I didn't think was fair? And I actually thought the reporters did an awesome job in terms of satisfying what the fans wanted. Like we wanted those kind of questions and they satisfied it. So like shout out to all of them. That was awesome, especially all of you. But I didn't think it was fair to ask 3 specific questions about a player who's not even on their team. Like, Kyle, why do you like Mac Jones? As if, like, you can't like Mac Jones. Like,
just wait till Thursday. That's a great question Thursday night. Great question. It's the first question.
If he's drafted.
Yes.
Well, I don't think it's fair to say, like, you're not allowed to like a player. Like, why don't you give me the reasons why I shouldn't like Mac Jones? That would have been my answer.
That's what Jim Harbaugh would have said. That's what Jim Harbaugh would have said that. Like, I don't have to answer to you, man. What do you know about football?
Exactly.
Carl says, is it safe to say this is the most anticipated draft pick of all time? Yeah. The only Mac we love is Mac Dre. Here's the thing. If the Niners take Mac Jones, the silver lining is that everyone will soon find out who Mac J is. He's probably the #1 gangster rapper in Sacramento right now. Has like a loyal underground following in the Bay. But if Mac Jones is the starting quarterback for the 49ers, a lot of people are going to know who Mac J is, and that's going to make me happy. So
I'm going to continue shaking my head like I know what you're talking about, but I have no clue. I'm not following.
Well, you're from Chicago, man. You got your own scene out there, although it's very violent, the rap scene. That's what I've heard.